terrified, but ready. Woo! I can't wait! I hope you're all having as much fun as I am. Hey, follow me. Exactly. Time to glow. Yep. What was that? Oh, no! I can win the next one. I know it! I've never gotten anything like this before. Okay, here we go. This is it! You can do this, Rapunzel. Do not play it safe.
Great crowd!
This is sort of like a horse carriage, right?
Here we go! Woo! Yep. Why, hello! Huh? Yes! This'll help. That's okay. I'm having such a good time. For me? Thank you. I'm terrified, but ready. Woo! This is it! I am so ready. Hi, everyone!
I can't remember how to drive!
Diggity dog! I'm excited!
Time to get started! Tick tock, tick tock!
Here we go! Woo! Excuse me, what was that? Hold on! What was that? Oops! Time to glow! Think I'll let down my hair. Best day ever! Woo!
Tonight.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. as we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gautin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
319. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they finally get their chance on offense, first and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. 38-yard line, second and 9. Again, it's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Inside handoff, Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Here now, second and 4. Now Jackson out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Jackson steps away. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Jackson on 1st down, rolling to his left. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Henry trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Rodgers' throw brought in by Austin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
We got 3.
One final try now for Rodgers. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.